Hello there, dear curious pet parents, and welcome to the Dog Mind Gears Explainer for all visual learners who regularly follow the Doggy Delight and the Dog Mind Gears. Today, we're diving into something absolutely incredible from an article in Dogazilla magazine. We're talking about empowering children with autism through the magic of service dogs. If your child struggles with socializing or if navigating daily stress feels like an uphill battle, this step-by-step guide is going to show you exactly how these amazing animals can completely revolutionize a family's life.
So, here is our roadmap for today. We'll start by understanding the baseline need and choosing the right dog. Then we'll walk through the matching process. After that, we'll unpack the emotional and practical support, look at family integration, and finally, wrap up with some really beautiful personal stories of real-world impact.
All right, let's jump into Section 1, Understanding Autism and Dogs.
To really get why this matters, we first need a baseline. Autism Spectrum Disorder, or ASD, is a complex developmental disability that affects social skills, communication, and behavior. But here's the absolute most crucial part. It manifests uniquely in every single individual. One child might really struggle with making eye contact, while another might experience intense sensory overload or engage in repetitive actions. Because every child's experience is so entirely unique, their support solutions simply have to be customized. And that need for custom support is exactly where service dogs come into play, providing a truly life-changing impact. Because of their highly tailored training, they do so much more than just hang out and offer companionship. We're talking about dogs that can interrupt destructive behaviors or provide deep pressure therapy to act as a physical, grounding anchor when a child has sensory overload. They can even alert caregivers if a child wanders off. They basically become this constant calming presence that fundamentally reduces daily anxiety.
Moving right along to Section 2, choosing the right dog, because, as it turns out, they aren't all the same.
It's super important to understand the legal and practical differences here. So therapy dogs, they provide immense comfort in places like hospitals, but they don't have ADA rights. Companion dogs are wonderful for emotional support at home, but again, they lack special training and legal protections. Service dogs, however, are in a league of their own. They're highly trained to perform specific tasks to mitigate a disability, and that's what grants them full ADA access rights to go exactly where standard pets just cannot go.
Okay, Section 3, the process of client-dog matching. Let's see how they find that perfect fit.
Finding the right match is literally like putting together a giant puzzle. Nonprofit organizations like Integrity Inc. take incredible care during this phase. First, experts deeply assess the child's specific abilities and daily needs. Next, they select a dog with the exact right temperament, maybe a sturdy breed for a kid who needs physical stability, or a much calmer dog for a child dealing with severe anxiety. Then, they do a supervised meet and greet to make sure there's a natural spark. Only after all that does the customized training officially begin. Now, you might be wondering about the training itself. Well, it's definitely not a quick weekend course. It is an intense, rigorous, 2-year program. The dogs have to master basic obedience and socialization first. Once they've got that down, they move on to mastering those child-specific tasks, which builds this incredible, unbreakable foundation of trust and absolute reliability. These dogs are also mastering communication in a really unique way. By responding to commands like look or watch, they actually help direct the child's attention to nonverbal cues and facial expressions. Plus, the dog acts as a fantastic, non-judgmental icebreaker out in public. I mean, people naturally want to talk about the dog, right? This gives the child a really safe, shared interest to practice their conversation skills and develop a deep sense of empathy. Let's transition to Section 4, the emotional and practical help these dogs provide every single day. Emotionally speaking, service dogs are a total game changer. They boost a child's confidence and offer this constant, unconditional friendship and security. But practically, they're just as amazing. They help kids stay focused at school or in therapy, and they are incredibly effective at smoothing out those difficult transitions between daily activities that can often trigger meltdowns. Together, this blend of support massively aids in the child's self-regulation and independence.
All right, Section 5, Integration and Recertification. What happens when the dog finally comes home?
So, getting a service dog is a huge commitment. You don't just bring the dog home and hope for the best. The entire family has to get involved. You have to learn specific tasks and clear commands. You practice handling skills, learn how to read the dog's subtle body language, navigate public spaces as a team, and of course, establish daily care routines to make sure all of the dog's physical and mental needs are being met too. And the amazing thing is, the support doesn't end once the dog is home. Organizations provide continuous support, meaning regular check-ins and vital resources to help you navigate new challenges as your child grows. But on top of that, there's a formal recertification process that happens every 2 years. This just guarantees that the dog's skills stay incredibly sharp and continue to perfectly fit the child's evolving needs. During that recertification, the dog has to demonstrate its trained tasks and show flawless obedience out in public settings. The team also evaluates any changes in the child's needs, or even the dog's health, providing extra training if it's needed. And honestly, this is a beautiful detail. If a dog has to retire due to health or age, clinics often work with families to provide successor dogs, so the child never has to lose that vital, everyday support system. Okay, we need to pause for a quick reality check on the financial side of things. A highly trained service dog is a massive investment. We are talking anywhere from $20,000 to $60,000. To put that in perspective, that's basically the price of a brand new car.
But hey, don't let that number scare you off. While you absolutely must meet strict hygiene and safety standards to use your ADA rights in public spaces, there are so many financial avenues available to help out. Nonprofits like Integrity Inc. offer really generous grants, sliding scale fees, and dedicated fundraising support. They work hard to make these incredible partnerships accessible to the families who truly need them.
Now for my favorite part of the explainer, Section 6. Personal stories and the real-life impact on families. Take 12-year-old Emily, for example. Her anxiety and sensory overload used to make social situations completely overwhelming for her. But enter Charlie, her dedicated service dog. Charlie's calming presence literally helped Emily manage her emotions and stay beautifully focused, giving her this newfound confidence to face daily tasks. As her mom perfectly put it, Charlie is family. And then we have 9-year-old Alex. Before he got his service dog Luna, Alex really struggled to communicate and frequently suffered from these overwhelming meltdowns. While Luna is specifically trained to sense Alex's emotional state, and she instantly steps in to provide deep pressure therapy. The transformation was just profound. His dad simply noted, Luna gave Alex a voice and a security he never had before. So when you look at this whole epic journey, from picking the right puppy traits, through 2 whole years of intense training, careful matching, and family integration, all the way to final certification, you can see it requires immense, unwavering dedication. It's a massive undertaking, but the result? A life-changing bond that repays the effort 1,000 times over.
To wrap things up with a quick summary, while bringing a service dog into your home does require serious family commitment, the payoff is just unparalleled. These carefully matched, custom-trained dogs dramatically improve a child's social skills, they relieve debilitating anxiety, and they provide practical assistance that fundamentally enhances a child's entire quality of life. Which leaves us with this final thought. Are you ready to embrace the transformative power of a service dog and take the first step toward a brighter future? This Dog Mind Gears explainer was inspired by an awesome article about this topic. So for more information, visit the original source article at Dogozilla magazine. So, you are welcome to jump to the award-winning dog publication at dogozilla.com and get your free treats at the best online dog park for curious pet parents. There you can find much more topics that can inform you how to become a better dog owner and, what is more important, how to offer a healthy lifestyle to your dogs.